Greetings, YouTube. Today I'm going to be talking about the Combat Commander Gladiator sword, or machete rather, from United Cutlery, because this, while shaped like a sword, it is in fact a machete. So this is the machete in question. It comes in this sheath. We'll talk about that first. It's a decent quality sheath. It's a reinforced tip. It's nice and thick. The belt loop has also got reinforcing plastic on the inside, which I thought was a nice touch, and it's very roomy. You could definitely fit this over any kind of belt you could conceivably want to wear without any difficulty. I haven't quite figured out what this does. It goes all the way around and fits through a sleeve in the back. Got no clue what that's for. None whatsoever. If anybody can tell me, I would really appreciate it. It's got a single snap fastener, which works quite well, hooking over the right here on the handle, on the grip, which is quite comfortable if you're right-handed, and I'm right-handed, just to go book and pop that off with your thumb and then flip it out of the way, and you can then draw the blade in question. I'm sorry this is freehand. I just did not want to set up my camera rig today. I was just feeling lazy, so it is what it is, folks. So what do we have here? Well, you have a nicely scaled machete, in my opinion. This is very comfortable. This handle is very comfortable. It's rubberized, has a nice ridges on it. It feels really good. It has a pommel hole here for a lanyard, and it has a skull crusher point, which is nice. I don't quite know why there's a hole here. Don't quite grasp that. I could kind of imagine they would put up here like they did in the Kershaw series of like Camp 10, 14, and 18. So you could have a lanyard hole either here or here. That would make sense to me. But here, and it's so large and lined, makes no sense to me whatsoever. A lot of resources went into designing this, coming up with the mechanism to create this, and I don't understand its purpose. If anybody could explain that to me, I would be very, very happy. Now, there is no way for me to do this discussion here without, and we're going to move the sheath out of the way, discussing the cold steel model. Now here we have the cold steel machete, which is based on the same concept of being a gladius. And you'll notice right off the bat that the grip, you put them side by side, the grip is slightly shorter, though the actual area for your hand is slightly larger because this area is smaller here. This takes up more real estate, and this slope is less of an angle than that one is. It's also thinner in profile, and I find this more comfortable. It fits my hand better because I have medium-sized hands, and my wife, who has almost no experience whatsoever with machetes or swords, did make the comment that it felt was lighter and more comfortable in the hand. She preferred the United Cutlery version. This has a pommel hole here for a lanyard, so they have that in regard, though there is no butt spike. But this is kind of more of a classic shape that you would have found in the field used by a Roman. This is 163 grams lighter than this one, and that's a significant difference. You can really feel it. I think this is a livelier object in my hands, though you're not going to have the same mass. So if you're going to be doing a lot of chopping, this may do you more good, where this is going to be respond faster, and both of them are going to be excellent at penetration. This having a slightly longer point with a slightly shallower angle should probably penetrate slightly better than this one. But I also happen to like the lines on this one. The lines, in my opinion, are better. I like this bevel here, which goes to a secondary for the edge, and it just, in my opinion, this is a better designed, more elegant looking machete than is the cold steel version. But if you like chopping things, I gotta tell you something. I would not pick either of these machetes for chopping. I really wouldn't. These are low-grade swords for piercing. If you want to do chopping, I would recommend the Gerber's 14 or 18. Rather, the Kershaw 14 or 18. Camp 14, Camp 18. Even the CRKTs that they came out with, Canadian design, for I think it was 2014. I've got both of those as well, and you've probably seen those reviews by now. I would recommend any of those 4 machetes over these, because to my mind, these are not designed for chopping. These are designed to be entry-level swords for people who want a gladius but can't afford a better quality one. And I can't afford a better quality one, even though someday I would really like to own a better quality, battle-ready gladius. I don't have one at the moment. That's a dream down the line somewhere. But between these two, I gotta tell you, I prefer the United Cutlery version. I really do. I think it's faster in the hand, it's more comfortable, it has a better design quality in my opinion. I think the sheath is better. The Cold Steel uses this style. I don't like this style. I've never liked that style of fastener. I think it gets in the way because it's really hard to get that out of the way. And when you go back, and it does this, so when you go to put the blade back in there, you have a problem. You may be cutting the thing. Other than that, the shield functions quite nicely. It's a little narrower, so that could be a plus or a minus depending on whether you like a really wide belt loop or you like a more narrow belt loop. This does not come with it. That's a hanger I put on there. I have it hanging on my wall. And I'm probably going to hang up this one on my wall as well, because I like this style of sword. Like I said, I can't afford a real gladius, but I can't afford one of either of these. And this cost me $23, and I got that from Walmart.com with free shipping to my local store. So you can't go wrong. For $23, you could get this United Cutlery. I believe the Cold Steel is only a few bucks more than that, like $25, something like that. So you could get both of them for like under $50 if you wanted to buy some yourself and compare them to see what you think about them. But I'm having a lot of fun just playing with this. I'm like sitting at my computer in my hand playing with it while I'm watching videos and such. Yes, I play with knives all the time when I'm sitting at my computer. Maybe that's one of the reasons I don't have any friends. I'm not sure. But I really think that this is a wonderful tool. It looks like a gladius. It's supposed to look like a gladius. I think it succeeds at looking like a gladius, even though it's a machete. And I prefer it to the Cold Steel version. The Cold Steel version just has a chunkier, more primitive look, whereas the United Cutlery version, it's a step above that. It does better design, and I think it's just a better quality item as far as aesthetics are concerned, and the sheath and everything on this just to me says it's a better quality tool. So there you go. I like pretty much every aspect about this. The only thing is, if you like that extra, inch or so of length and that slightly more tapered point, and you want those extra 160 grams, then maybe the Cold Steel is your gladius style machete of choice. But like I said, these are so inexpensive. Go buy both of them and do a comparison for yourself. You can't lose. So here you go, folks. This is me talking about the United Cutlery Gladius machete, and I really like the thing.